Om Neelambuja Shyamal Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vama Bhagam Panavu Mahasayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adorations to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side and is carrying a powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Sri Ramcharitmanas, Ayodhya Kanda, 196 verse. In the storyline, Bharata along with all the queens and the prominent subjects of Ayodhya, they are going to meet Rama. And Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, they are in the forest. The mystical line, the role of bhakti, devotion, on the path of attaining enlightenment. Integration is the highlight for success in sadhana. Integration implies action, emotion, will and reason. All must come in accord like in a stringed instrument to bring out a melody. And that melody is the guiding light for the soul. And Bharata is bhakti. And how does bhakti interact with Lakshmana, Dhyana Yoga, and Rama, Jnana? That process of integration is in this episode. Presently, you have seen how Bharata united with Nishad, Guha Nishad, friend of Rama. Guha Nishad is Matri Bal, the strength of friendship. And that Matri, quality of Matri within your heart is a profound highlight in creating integration. It's like if you don't hold the veena in your hand in a correct way, shaky hands, then you cannot have all the musical harmony and accord. Nishad-Raj Matri movement brings Bharata and Rama together and creates a tremendous change in the spiritual movement. In a storyline, Sanakare se vakasakal chale Swami Rukhapai Vartarutar Sarabagaban Basabanayan Hijai. Nishad-Raj Guha arranged favorable conditions for all those people to follow their journey to Rama. And all those who attended on Nishad-Raj Guha, receiving the permission, receiving the indication, or Nishad-Raj did put his hands up. Because they were prepared for a negative action. But now they all become congenial. And they comforted all those who were making this trip. Shringawarepur Bharat दीख जब भेसने सब अंग शिथिल तब सोहत दिए निषाद ही लागू जनु तनु धरे विनय अनुरागु. Bharata saw Shringawarepur from a distance. That's where Rama, Sita, Lakshmana rested and spent their time. In the process, in the storyline. The moment Bharata saw Shringawarepur, all the associations entered, associations of Rama, devotion for Rama, all entered his heart. Like a breeze coming from that Shringawarepur, enters the nose, then enters your lungs, then it recharges your whole body. Led by this upsurge of love, all the limbs of Bharata from toes to his head became thrilled. He placed his hand on the shoulder of Nishada, and both started following the journey as if Vinay and Prem. Vinay is spirit of humility. When you offer prayer, that state of your personality gives you a glimpse of Vinay. How does Vinay look like? Naya is to bow down. Vinay is special bowing down. And Vinay and love of God, both are interdependent. They go together. They fulfill each other. यही विधि भरत सेनु सब संगा दीखी जाई जग पावनी गंगा. So all the company that was following Bharata along all those, they went to that spot of Ganges river. That part of the bank of the river Ram Ghat, because of Rama's association, any place, any spot, any object that Rama has touched, Bharata becomes thrilled as he goes on moving towards Shringawarepur. So he offered adorations to Ram Ghat. Bhamanu maganu mile janu Ramu, and internally became ecstatic, as if he met Rama. Karahi pranam nagar nar nari, mudita brahmamay vari vinihari. And people who reside in that area, men and women, they were all adoring Ganga river. And they were all thrilled by the sight, by the darshan of Ganga Devi. They took baths in the Ganges river. And with folded hands, they ask for the boon. The boon is Kari majjanu magahi kar jori, Ramchandra pada preeti na thori. Their boon is, what they are asking. May we have love for Sri Rama's feet. What type of love? Immeasurable, boundless. Bharat kaheu sur sari tavarenu, sakal sukhad sevak suradhenu. And Bharata is expressing his adoration to the Ganges by offering this prayer. O Ganga Devi, your dust of your lotus feet. All these allegorical, Ganges doesn't have dust. But if Ganga Devi is personified, and then feet are available, Ganga Devi is very personification of jnana and bhakti compounded, not blended. To study chemistry. That Ganga Devi, they are adoring. May that Ganga Devi's grace promote love for the feet of Rama and Sita and Rama. And Sahaj Sane, the love that is spontaneous, that emerges out of your own heart. Yahi vidhi majjanu bharatu kari, Guru anusasan pai, Matu nahani janij sab dera chale lavai. Bharata took bath, and with the permission of Guru Vasishtha, and also when all the mothers had taken their bath, they proceeded further. Jahan tahan logan dera kinha, Bharat sodhu sabahi karalinha. Wherever they had to rest in their journey, Bharata arranged all that was needed. Having offered adorations and done their daily worship, Bharata went to Kaushalya, mother of Rama, and his mother of Rama, of course, and mother of all brothers. Charan chapi kahi kahi mari mridubani, Janani sakal bharata sanmani. He came to put it in a very ordinary way, like a reflexology. Charan chapi. Respect was shown by pressing on the feet, lovingly massaging the feet. And Bharata did that. And Shatrugna was also with him when they were pressing on her feet. They showed their great affection for Bharata, Kaushalya and other, Sumitra. Chale sakha kar so kar jore, Sitil sharir saneha na thore. he and Bharata and Nishadaraj Guha holding hands together moved forward. The love that was expressing between these two was limitless. Bharata's body was thrilled. And he said to Guha, "Show me the spot where Rama rested." By seeing that, the burning sensation within my eyes and within my mind, that will be cooled. जहां सिय राम लखन निशि सोये, कहत भरे जल लोचन कोये. Show me where Rama and Lakshmana, Sita, passed their night sleeping. And while he was saying that, his eyes were filled with tears. In storyline, as if he was the cause of giving them all the trouble. In philosophical line, movement of bhakti develops a unique yearning to meet Rama, Lakshmana, a unique yearning for integral yoga, for integration. Bharat bachan suni bhayeu vishadu, तुरत तहां लई गए निषादु. These words of Bharata melted the heart of Nishada, and Nishadaraj Guha led Bharata to that spot where Rama, Sita, Lakshmana had passed their night. जहां सिंसुपा पुनीत तर रघुवर किए विश्राम, अति स्नेह सादर भरत किन्हेउ दंड प्रणाम. Guha Nishad showed that Ashoka tree under which he had spread kusha grass, bed of the worldly blanket, or rather the wild blanket, from a storyline, collecting all the grass and straw that are very soft, putting into a bed. So that type of bed he showed. And it is under the Ashoka tree. Ashoka tree is an Ayurvedic tree of manifold good medicinal qualities, healing quality. From mystical point of view, Ashoka is sorrowless. That state where sorrow cannot enter. There, Sri Rama, Sita, Lakshmana had passed their night. What does that imply from subtler point of view? Bhakti movement, each time when we describe the tears coming out of Bharata and his being eager, suffering from pangs of separation, this should not be taken in a negative way. It is the characteristic of your spiritual progress. Everyone has grieved over so many things of this world, and they go on doing. and they have suffered from lots of separations. That suffering is totally of a different nature. But when a child is yearning to come to the arms of the mother, even though child is just 5, 6 feet away, every step the child takes with great suffering. Eyes become brighter and brighter. Tears begin to roll down. This is not interpreted as something negative. People say, how cute. So God-ward love brings tears in your eyes, thrill in your body, shaking state, intense eagerness to be united with God. All this is not negative. Cute. Spiritually cute. So Bharata first offered his adorations. He did Danda Pranam, bowing down, prostrate before that tree and the spot where Rama, Lakshmana, Sita had rested. Having done pradakshina, going around, perambulating that sacred spot, Bharata touched his hand to that spot as if he was taking the dust from the Rama's feet and applied it on his eyes. His love that was being expressing through him cannot be described. It is beyond all boundaries. Kanakabindu dvicharik deke, Rakhe Sisa Siya Samaleke. And Bharata noticed two or four golden specks, and that had come from the ornament of Sita Devi, and that was there on the spot. That reminded him of Sita. He immediately placed those golden specks on his head with great reverence. What does that mean from a spiritual way? Sita is Viveka Buddhi, intuitive intellect that leads the soul to destroy ignorance. So because of Sita, Rama will destroy Ravana. And from very ordinarily, general fact, Viveka Buddhi leads the soul to enlightenment. And what does these golden specks imply? They are Devi Sampat, divine qualities. So, Bhakti movement encounters divine virtues. They are like specks of particles of gold coming from Sita's ornament. In other words, they are, simple terminology, Vivek Chudamani. The whole scripture has been written. Chudamani. Chuda is ornament, and out of that, finest quality crystal comes out of Vivek. That's a description of ascending the steps leading to enlightenment, and all the qualities that begin to develop characteristics of your progress. They are all specks of gold from Sita's ornament. Sajal bichol bilochan girdain galani. His eyes are filled with tears. They are not hot tears, they are very cool. Not only cool for Bharata, but cool for everybody who looks at eyes expressing tears out of the blossoming of the heart. Out of great joy and thrill, tears begin to come out of your eyes. And when people see those tears, they become also inspired and they begin to. And Bharata said to Guha, Shri Hatya Siya Biraha Duti Hidina Jatha Vadanar Nari Bilina. These golden particles, they are also suffering from being separated from Sita Devi. Just like all of us are experiencing separation from Rama. Again, mystic way, virtuous qualities that are not bringing you, drawing you closer to Rama, but keeping you in the world of bhoga, enjoyment. Those virtuous qualities suffer. It's allegorical expression. Those virtuous qualities are being insulted. Your virtue must continue to inspire you to move towards bhakti and mukti, devotion and liberation. If virtuous qualities simply keep your mind bonded with the world, you do good karmas and you have good prosperity, you have good money in the bank, and so forth, then the spirit of virtue is being insulted. Pita janak dev patatar kehi kartal bhog jog jagajehi. Now Sita is being glorified. That viveka buddhi, intuitive intellect. The father of Sita is Janaka. Janaka is Videha, that state of consciousness where body identity is completely transcended. And Kartala Bhog Jogu Jagdehi. In her hand, all the bhoga, enjoyments of the world, all yogic powers, all are as if within the grasp, within the hand of Sita. This is the description of Viveka Buddhi. If you are developing intuitive intellect, then you do not turn to bhoga, etc. They are already under your command, as if you have certain articles, kept it in your hand. Now they cannot run away from you. How can Janaki Devi, Sita Devi be described? Sasur bhanu kul bhanu bhualu, yahi sihatam ravati palu. Sita, whose father-in-law is King Dashratha. Dashratha, who excelled even Indra, and whose beloved is Rama himself. Brahman. Rama is Parabrahman, the Supreme Self. That Rama, who cannot be excelled by anyone. Ati devata suti yamani siya samak tharif dekhi biharat hirdauna harihar pavite kathin visheshi. Seeing the kusha bed, the grass bed of Sita, Bharata says, my heart is not able to break down. He's complaining, blaming himself. How is it? He is in such close contact and he has touched the specks, which I have already described, virtuous qualities, divine virtues have developed. In other words, when virtues begin to develop, bhakti within you, if you are in the right course, bhakti develops a heart that is as if in explosion. Using a mystical language, Bharata says, my heart is stronger than the Vajra, thunderbolt of Indra. This is not a commendable attribute. He's describing he is so bad, so stone-hearted, that all this is waiting, all this happened, and he is becoming the cause. Lalan jog lakhan lagulone, bhena bhai asakahin hone. And now turns his attention to Lakshmana. Lakshmana, who represents Dhyana Yoga, the will aspect of your mind. The will aspect of the mind that is following Jnana, Rama. That will aspect is so commendable. Bharata says, such a brother, no one has been blessed with. No one will be ever blessed with. It's unique. That Lakshmana is talking about with tremendous internal affection and pride. Though Lakshmana, who is loved by all people of Ayodhya, who is the darling of his parents, and who is loved by Sita and Rama. That's the ideal state of Dhyana Yoga. Call it Raj Yoga. Lakshmana itself means, Lakshana means characteristics. All divine characteristics begin to develop when your willpower becomes free from the pull of mala, gross impurities, vikshepa, things that distract your mind by many subtle desires. That will that rules over mala and vikshepa, powerful spirit, and that follows Rama, footsteps of Rama and Sita. Rama and Sita is jnana, wisdom. Mridumurati sukumar subhau, tat bau tan lagana kau, te ban sahas सहाहि विपति सब भई भांति, निजरे कोटि कुलिश यही छाती. One who is so tender-hearted. The body was never exposed to such hot wind. Now that Sita is suffering in this wild forest, and having come to know this, and still my heart is intact, it doesn't break down, implying that bhakti is waiting to come to a state where heart melts and divine virtues are fulfilled. They are not insulted. They are led to higher goal. Rama janam jagu jin ujagar, रूप शील सुख सब गुण सागर. Having descended, having come into avatara state, Rama as avatar of Brahman, he has lit up the entire world. His form, roop, sheel, his gentle manners, and the joy emanating from his personality. In brief, he is the ocean of all virtues. Purjan Parijan Guru Bituptu Mata, Ram Subhau Sabahi Sukadata. All people, Guru, father, mother, close relatives, distant relatives, or distant people, near and dear ones, all those who are associated with Rama. Rama is the delighter of all. In brief, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, that may all be happy. That ideal objective, ideal purpose, source is Rama. He is the delighter of all. Bairyu Rama Kadabarai Karahi, Bolani Milani Mirvinaya Manaharahi. Even those who are inimical, when they encounter Rama, they forget about all their negative impurities. They glorify Rama. In every movement, how does he speak? How does he move? How does he meet with people? In every act, in every movement, Rama puts charm over the minds of people. The glory of Rama is brought about in this context. Sharad koti koti satasesha, karina sakahi prabhu gun gan lekha. Millions of Goddess Saraswati, trillions of Sheshanag cannot count the qualities that proceed from Rama. Rama is Guna Nidhan, all ocean of all qualities. And when you said millions of Goddess Saraswati, to understand deeply, you have to understand the role of Saguna and Nirguna. First role, you turn your mind to God with form. Form and divine qualities. So each time you think of a divine qualities, form helps your mind. But as you advance, you don't need a form. So the first stage is called Sagun Sakar. Second stage is called Sagun Nirakar. You don't need form, but qualities you need. Your mind must work upon divine virtues, expressed by divine terms like Sat Chit Ananda, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. You are using words. But go one step further, Nirgun Nirakar. That's Rama essential. Rama, there is no more form, and you don't stay with your mental concepts. You may begin with Sagun Sakar, begin with Rama, his form, etc. Allow your mind to go higher, then you focus on Rama's quality. Prasannatam yanagata vishekata. Even his cheerfulness was never be dimmed by any challenging situation. So all that, in order to bring out the glories of God, you need inspiration from Goddess Saraswati, who is the deity of speech, deity of language. But understand, Nirgun Nirakar is 1,000,000 times greater. Even 1,000,000 times is only a allegorical word. So therefore, that Sagun Sakar aspect of Saraswati, millions of that cannot bring out the state of Parabrahman. In other words, in deep samadhi, you don't need anything of this. So again and again we will hear, the glory of Rama cannot be described fully by Brahma, millions of Brahma, millions of Vishnu, and millions of Shiva. Now, you shouldn't get confused. Those words have come with the Ramayana. Implying Brahman, Parabrahman, goes beyond your mind. When you watch a show, all that you enjoy is on the basis of projections. So all while you are meditating and thinking of Brahman and etc., they are mental vrittis. But reality, the absolute reality, it goes beyond all vrittis. The reality goes beyond all projections. In screen is the reality. Projections create an illusory reality. So that is the state to which you are led. Sukha Swarupa Raghuvansha Mani Mangala Moda Nidhan Te Sovat Kusadasi Mahi Vidigati Ati Balavan. Rama, who is the jewel of the Rahu race, the solar race, and who is the embodiment of bliss, who is the abode of all that is good, auspicious, abode of all that is ecstatic, thrilling. That's the goal of life, and that's Rama. And that Rama is playing many roles. So he's in every stage. He's Sagun Sakar, he is Sagun Nirakar, he is Nirgun Nirakar. Absolute Rama is Nirgun Nirakar. And Bhakti movement, Yoga movement is meant to lead the soul to that revelation, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. And Brahman alone is. Every reflected sun is ultimately nothing but the sun on all that is brought out into poetic, artistic language, which pleases you in different states of your mind, in all states. Ordinarily, it's a divine story, very uplifting. And then you gain certain insight into how to improve your manners, how to bring sadhana to a state of progress, and so forth. And with this, I'm going to conclude today. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukum Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyama Mritat Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.